All right. Okay. So there's driftwood on a shoreline and a tree, guy with a violin. You're immediately thinking of the band Eminence. I know that's what I thought the first time I saw it, but you'd be wrong because I was. Ready? I'm going to tell you the name of the band, and then while my intro plays, I want you to try to figure it out. Ready? Liliac. In the YouTube reaction system, certain videos must be reacted to by highly trained specialists. Unfortunately, we only have this idiot. Yes, the young adults that used to be kids, the Romanian family, exactly. Yeah, the classic metal, the new music, yeah, them. Did you know that many of the members of the band are classically trained musicians? Not just guitar, drums, keyboards, bass. No, like flute, violin, a bunch of different instruments that are not metal, unless you're a fan of Eminence or bands like that that incorporate classic instruments. Yes. So this is what I need you to do. If you're a fan of Eminence, you're going to dig this. Or at least I know I will. If you are a fan of Liliac, do me a favor. Check out the band Eminence. Because right here, violin, rock, metal. See, it's going to work. It's all going to work. All right. I believe that is Sam playing the violin. Yeah. So what else is coming? I don't know, but we're going to press play so we can find out. I'll have all of Liliac's information in the description below. Please check them out. And with that, this song is only 3 minutes. Here we go.
My heart is pounding louder, and if I go a little further, I might not make it out alive. Always on my mind. I can feel you all the time. Throw the key and lock the door. You're not welcome anymore. Always on my mind. I can feel you all the time. Throw the key and lock the door. You're not welcome anymore.
So there's Melody doing her favorite, best impersonation of a flautist, Lindsey Sterling. Yeah, so Melody does a lot of dance, and she plays the flute. So she's a flautist. So not flauta. That's a rolled, fried Mexican tortilla stuffed with meat and vegetables. That's different. A flautist is someone who plays the flute, you idiot. Okay, so she's doing her best Lindsey Sterling flute impersonation. Sam is auditioning to be the new violinist for Eminence. Yes, it is more rock, more of a doom, dark gothic rock, but it's got these elements of classical instruments that makes me really interested in it. So if you like stuff that's just not straightforward, a little bit on the, yeah, this is it. I like it. I'm in.
Tiptoeing towards the corridor, wondering what is out there. And my mind is racing like a rabbit. I wanna make it out alive. Always on my mind. I can feel you all the time. Throw the key and lock the door. You're not welcome anymore. Always on my mind. I can feel you all the time. Throw the key and lock the door. You're not welcome anymore.
All right, she's going to scream, which is awesome. Now, here's the thing, and this is the only thing that I wish was different. Now, remember, I'm not a professional musician to this level at all. I play hand percussion. That's it. Okay, here we go. Instead of the staccato, if Sam had, while everything else is in that staccato build, if Sam had stayed with that melodic rendition on the high end and just kept it building with it, that would have been more layered like a metalcore song. However, this is more of a gothic rock, emo type rock vibe, which everyone loves. Now, here's the thing. So, Melody is playing the flute. Sam's playing the violin. I mean, it's pretty much already proven that Justin plays piano. If Ethan busts out with an accordion, I'm done. I'm done. That's it. I quit. I don't think he will. So the only critique I have on this whole thing is I wish that instead of with the guitar, the bass, the keys, the drums, and the vocals all going that staccato build towards the explosive chorus rendition or whatever is about to happen, if the violin had stayed melodic, long, drawn out, sustained versus staccato to give it that little signature on the top. So instead of everything being all structured together, you had that one element that continued to tease the melody on the top. That is the only thing different that I would do. Now, again, the hell do I know? I know metal music and I know arrangement, and that would have been, but beggars can't be choosers. I mean, there's three things I can't do. Number one, I cannot pull off his hair, can't pull off that shirt, and I can't play violin. So what do I know? Watch.
Always, always on my mind. I can feel you all the time. Throw the key and lock the door. You're not welcome anymore. Deeper, deeper.
All right, I got to go back to that because during the scream, during the belt, by the way, great spot right there. During the belting scream, you hear a solo or a rendition above everything else, like in the background, but higher. It was the flute. So we're going to do with a flute solo. The problem with it is the mix. Melody is such a power vocalist that in the mix, she's going to blow it out. Everything is kind of in the background. If during the scream, that flute portion would have been higher in the mix, oh, you'd have been like, flute solo, what the hell? You'd have been like really pumped up. I still love it. So now we're going to do dueling banjos, but by the way, dueling banjos started in Georgia, for Liliac to know that. Sorry. But now we're going to have dueling violin / flute. So when has that ever happened? It's the first time I've ever seen it, and I'm old. So you think I would have seen this by now, but I haven't. Watch. Chunky, meaty, I like it. Okay, my next critique, and this is just me because I can't help myself, because this song is really going to be difficult to play live unless the violin and flute are on the backing track. Why? Sam's kind of busy. And it's really hard to play the flute live in a rock or metal band and be heard because of the ambient noise with a flute. I think the only band that ever really pulled it off was Jethro Tull. So here's the thing, and they're never really that loud. So here's the only thing that I would say on that, and this is going to be a little weird. Justin's piano part. Justin's piano part in that should not have been synthesized. No effects, no keys, no pads. That should have been grand piano. No, check it out. So he's playing that hook on the keys. If that would have been done with straight grand piano, pure acoustic piano, with the backing, that all that ambient noise in the back. Oh, when you have an element that's high technology EDM style with that dub beat with something pure and acoustic like a violin, a flute, piano, the contrast is stark and it captures the imagination. That's the only other thing I would have done different with that. But listen back to it. It's really, really, really good. I do love this. There are three things going on. I do love the incorporation of the traditional instruments. It's wonderful. And the dueling flute violin is great. But coming out of this, I would have put Justin in a classic upright or grand piano mode on that keyboard to give it another acoustic element with all that EDM in the background. Oh, that would have been so freaking awesome. Here's the other thing. It goes really heavy here. They do a really deep doom metal type groove, which is not indicative to them. Normally, Liliac does two things really, really well. 4 on the floor, traditional metal in a way that only was done by the masters. Number 2, they do pop EDM house type beats. Why? Because their dad is a professional producer of pop EDM studio type music. He's been doing it for decades. He's really good at it. So you have all those elements, now put them all together in the right way. The song is great. But in my mind, there are certain elements that I've seen other metal bands do where they take those acoustic type sounds, insert them into EDM or house or electronic beats where they normally wouldn't exist. And by putting them above the mix, the stark contrast of acoustic to electronic programmed is so captivating. That would be the only thing I probably would have changed, would have been Justin getting to do the piano versus the keys. Okay, now I'm just picking. Next thing you know, I'm going to say, hey, Ethan, go get an upright bass. Okay, maybe not on a beach, but, right? Sorry. Wow. All right, so there was a very sharp contrast. Again, I'm nitpicking on stuff that I wish would be done, but I'm not the artist. I'm not these musicians. I'm not this family. They sit in their studio and they work all this stuff out. The non-family member drummer, Paul, he also works a lot in the studio with a lot of this arrangement stuff. He's very smart. A lot of their catchy stuff that's kind of changing up and giving fresh ideas, it's working for them. Now, the encapsulation of all these traditional instruments done in a different way, I really, 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 really like this. Now, here's the thing. I like the direction they're going here because it's very fresh, it's very different. The fan base, however, I don't know how they're going to feel about it. At the end of the day, they're the artists. It's up to them. I like the direction. Keep doing it. All right. In the meantime, I'll be sitting here waiting for the next one because that's what I do. And with that, hope you enjoyed it and share this with everyone. And again, if you like this style of music, this unique putting in acoustical instruments into rock and metal, check out different bands like LUVT, Subterranean Masquerade, and of course, you know, Eminence. Bands like, there are many bands out there doing this. And so, yeah, if you enjoyed this, it's a whole rabbit hole you can check out. All right, I'm out of here. We'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. And if you enjoyed this video, give us a like. It really helps the channel grow. Also, if you want to subscribe, right over there. A big thank you to all my Patreons out there for everything you do, and if you want more content like this, check them out above. Remember, love one another, take care of each other. We're all stuck on this mud ball together. We'll see you later.